County meeting to order, and I'm going to ask David Dyer if he would lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance, and Pat Malone if he would mind leading us in a word of prayer. Pat, you can go first.
Heavenly Father, in this Advent season, we are in anticipation of the Christmas holiday and the coming of your Son, Jesus. We are grateful people for the many blessings and ask that you continue to bless us. We ask for your protection of all those who stand on guard for us. And we thank you for all the good things that you have given us. Guide our leaders tonight. They make decisions that are in the best interest of all the citizens of Union County. These things we ask in the name of your Son, Jesus Christ our Lord. Amen.
Flag, please.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, you may be seated. Thank you very much. So try to explain to you why you're seeing me here, and I'm not getting to be there and have fun with all you guys. I appreciate you all taking your time to come out to the county meeting. I want to read the little statement to help explain it. I have experienced what they call a secondary coronavirus exposure. What that means is, number one, that I'm not sick, and hopefully I'm not going to be, but I can't take a chance to do anything that might impact y'all negatively. What that means is that I was in a room at a function on Thursday where we were socially distanced, wearing masks and following CDC guidelines. But someone that sat with us when we ate, sat directly across from us, ended up testing positive this past Tuesday. And so that was back on Thursday. They tested positive on Tuesday. And a couple of other people at that event have also tested positive. So doctors advised me to just stay away from the public until this weekend, until Monday. Then it would have been last Thursday. We're at 7 days now, be 10, 11 days in. And assuming I've got no symptoms, which I don't at this time, but we have to be cautious and follow the CDC guidelines if we're expecting other people to do that. So I will take this mask off in a minute. I wanted to have it on just for the sake, but I'm in my office by myself. I'll leave out the back door. I came in the back door and I stay back in this corner. As soon as this meeting's over, I'll go home. Will not be back here probably until Monday unless I have to come into the back door and do some work in the morning. But I'm feeling fine, and again, thank y'all for coming. Also had to have a test, and I took the test today, but that will take probably a couple of days, possibly Saturday, but more than likely Sunday before I hear any results from that. So I'm also following my doctor's order. So I'm going to start the meeting. I am going to lower my mask a little bit because Larry Garrett gave me this extra heavy duty mask today. And it's called the N95, I think it's called. It's even harder to breathe through. So in the last meeting we just finished our budget hearing, got so hot back here, my glasses fogged up and I couldn't even see my nose. So I figured out, since I'm back here by myself, I'll be doing this. So we'll have questions and comments at the end. We have a long meeting. I'm sorry for that, for you and for me, because of last month we didn't have a meeting because of events going on. So it's a crazy time, and we just never know what's going to happen from day to day. So we'll do the best we can. First item on the agenda is a presentation. I'd like to ask Steve Turner for the Sons of the American Revolution to come up. He will be presenting awards to our firefighters and our emergency services personnel. Jennifer, want to let them stand over to this?
That's all right.
That's good.
First, I'd like to call up Lieutenant Leon James. Lieutenant James started his law enforcement career at 22 years ago. During his career with the Union County Sheriff's Office, he was initially assigned to the courthouse. In July of 2017, Lieutenant James became the commanding officer of the courthouse law enforcement operations and assisted in the implementation of the new security checkpoints. Additionally, he wrote the courthouse security and safety plan that's followed today. Then Sheriff Mason saw a need to try and slow down the drivers and create a traffic unit. And Lieutenant James took the lead in trying to slow down and made a difference as far as the speed and the roads out here, making it safer for the citizens and the motorists in Union County. And through his history with Union County, he's continually displayed a commitment and dedication to our community. And for that, I want to give him the Law Enforcement Commendation Medal. You want to do it that way?
We'll do a 1, 2, 3. One more. 1, 2, 3. All right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I'd like to call up Lieutenant Brent Wong from the fire department. Lieutenant Wong has been with the fire department for 21 years. He started as a volunteer, and in 2002 he became full-time career firefighter. He advanced through the ranks of level of lieutenant. He is currently responsible for the training of the entire department and emergency medical services. He is also Deputy Director of the Emergency Management for the Union County. He's extremely dedicated to the department and community, and for that he gets firefighter safety commendation.
Do one for me, one more. And then we'll do the chief.
I got it.
Now I'd like to call up Frank Lowry from the EMS service. Frank has been with Union County EMS service since 2012. He consistently delivers care for his patients at a high level. He was promoted to shift supervisor in 2016. In addition to the higher level of responsibility, he serves as both the training coordinator and quality assurance coordinator for the service. And he can be trusted to perform all of his tasks with little to no supervision. For that, we have the Emergency Services Commendation Medal.
One, two, three. One more. 1, 2, 3.
All right, stay here. Along with this, because the emergency service was so good when Kendra King needed them, she, in honor of what they did, we worked together to create a medal and an award. Well, I'm gonna get Kendra up here and she can tell you about it. But it's the Murray King Memorial Award.
Hello.
How are you?
Yes, thanks. Thanks.
Keep me on the call. Make me nervous.
an article for Father's Day in honor of her father. And it was published in our local newspaper that time. And at the end, after his listing his attributes that were important to her, she stated he was about as good as it gets. And after reading what Mr. Rogers said about you recently, his family and I, and always include his namesake and his legacy, grandsons Rylan, Cameron, and Caden Murray, are honored to present this award to you with a cash, a monetary donation as well. And the SAR says, the Murray King Award is presented to you for outstanding service and dedication to the citizens of Union County by performing emergency services, medical services at that, to ensure health and to save lives. And we think, again, you are about as good as it gets.
Thank you, ma'am. We can do it. All right, we'll do a 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
Thank you, Lamar, for allowing us to honor our first responders.
Can you hear us?
Yeah, am I back on?
Yeah. It's you now.
Okay. Yeah, that's good. Okay, thank y'all very much, and Sid, thanks a lot to you and your group for recognizing these people who have done a great job for Union County and our public. And we appreciate y'all very much in making the effort to come out tonight. Thank all of you that participated and were a part of this, and the families who are the support for these people. Without their families supporting them, it'd be really tough. So thank you all. Okay, item number 2 is a proclamation. I hereby proclaim November the 1st, 2020 as Retired Educators Day. More than 130,000 educators have devoted their time and talents to public education in our state and have touched the lives of generations of young people, promoting them to become responsible, contributing citizens of our city and county. Retired educators have valuable knowledge and experience and use that in various ways to enrich our quality of life, to help set the direction for education in the future. For 62 years, the Georgia Retired Educators Association has dedicated its efforts to improving the welfare of retired educators, and the Union County Retired Educators Association has supported numerous local initiatives, scholarships, informational programs, recognition of outstanding teachers and students, and other resources. Citizens of Georgia and Union County are grateful for the contributions our retired educators have made and continue to make to the advancement of our children and their futures and to the betterment of our community. Thanks again to our educators. Item 3 is a proclamation. I hereby proclaim February the 9th, 2021 as Arbor Day. Whereas, this is a resolution we work with the city, whereas trees and native plants are among our most valuable resources. Trees provide a more livable environment for mankind, providing clean air and removing pollutants from the air. Trees provide a cooling effect to prevent global warming. Trees are a source of food for man and animals. Trees constitute a hope for our future and carry out our heritage as they provide for a stable environment. And whereas Arbor Day is designed for a tree planting, and whereas the Garden Club of Georgia encourages the participation in tree planting, and whereas the Garden Club recognizes that the third Friday in February is designated as Arbor Day in Georgia, A tree will be planted on February the 19th, 2021 to commemorate the 149th anniversary of Arbor Day and the 27th year in Union County, in cooperation with the Georgia Forestry Commission, the City of Blairsville Garden Club, and the Union County Commissioner's Office. Therefore, be it resolved that we, Jim Conley, Mayor of Blairsville, and Lamar Parrish, sole Commissioner of Union County, do hereby proclaim February the 19th, 2021 as Arbor Day and commend this observance to all the citizens. Item 4 is a proclamation. I hereby proclaim January 21st as Radon Action Month. Whereas radon is a colorless, odorless, naturally occurring radioactive gas that threatens the health of Georgia citizens. And whereas the U.S. Surgeon General has warned that radon is the nation's second leading cause of lung cancer, according to the U.S. Environmental Protection Agency, and radon exposure is the top cause of lung cancer among non-smokers. Whereas 1 in 15 homes in the U.S. is estimated to display an elevated radon level. And any home in Georgia may have an elevated radon level, even if other homes in the same neighborhood do not present such risk. And whereas testing for radon is simple and inexpensive and provides an effective method for identifying and addressing issues that may easily be fixed. And whereas Radon Action Month provides an opportunity to increase awareness of the health risks associated with the home radon exposure and the importance of radon testing and recognizing such harmful gases. And whereas the University of Georgia's College of Family and Consumer Sciences, the Georgia Department of Community Affairs, and Environmental Protection Agency are among the entities that encourage Georgia citizens to test places of residence for elevated levels of radon to build new homes with radon-resistant materials and features. Radon tests are available at the Union County Extension Office. Item 5 is a notice of award. I hereby accept this notice of award to 10-8 Fire and Safety for the Union County Fire Department Custom Fire Engine Pumper in the amount of $478,873. The date of the notice of award is October the 26th, 2020. This piece of equipment will be paid for by SPLOST sales tax dollars. Number 6, notice of award. I hereby accept this notice of award for a standby contract for debris monitoring services between Thompson Consulting, LLC, and Union County. There is no cost for this contract unless activated. The date of the notice and award is December the 17th, 2020. And these awards are all related to if we have a storm or have an issue where we have to have the debris removed. This is the way this will be set up to check and verify as we seek reimbursement from the federal government on those such events. Number 7, notice of award. I hereby accept this notice of award for a standby contract for debris removal and disposal between Southeastern Disaster Recovery and Union County. There's no cost for this contract either. The notice of award is December the 17th, 2020. I think I did the Thompson Consulting Service, number 6, Jennifer?
You did.
Okay. Y'all have no idea how awkward this is. Item number 8 is a notice of award. I hereby accept this notice of award for the View Grill expansion project to Winkler & Winkler Construction in the amount of $330,370. The date of the notice of award is December the 17th, 2020. This project will be paid for by SPLOST dollars. This is simply a upgrading to the View Grill area around it because it's become really popular, and changes need to be made to it, make it safer and more enjoyable for the public. Item number 9, I hereby accept this notice of award for the roof replacement at the Union County Sheriff's Office and Jail to Roof Management Incorporated in the amount of $215,500. The date of the notice of award is December the 17th, 2020. This project will also be paid for by SPLOST dollars. And when you hear about us talking about our budget, and then we're talking about all these different things we have to deal with, it's just never know when the next thing's going to break or tear up, and thank goodness that we've got SPLOST dollars to help insulate the public so much more than they would be from property taxes. Item number 10 is a grant. I hereby accept this accountability courts grant for the Enoda Family Drug Treatment Court in the amount of $47,392. The grant period is from October the 1st, 2020 to September the 30th, 2021. This grant is in addition to the grant that was approved at the June 20th county meeting, 2020 county meeting. These funds come from the state of Georgia and are passed through the fiscal agent for the accountability courts. And our accountability courts include our mental health court, our drug abuse court. They really do a lot of great work in our county. Item number 11, the grant. I hereby accept this accountability courts grant for Enoda Mental Health Court in the amount of $20,575. Grant period is from January the 1st, 2021 to June the 30th, 2021. The same thing applies to this grant as the previously approved grant. These funds come from the state of Georgia for the accountability courts. Item 12, I hereby accept this agreement between Union County and the Georgia Association of Conservation Districts Incorporated in the amount of $95,200. This agreement is in effect from December the 2nd, 2020, December the 30th, 2022. Union County will be responsible for $47,600, and the GACD will be responsible for the other $47,600 during the term of this agreement. The Natural Resources Conservation Service provides support to landowners to implement conservation practices on eligible land. Item 13 is an agreement amendment. I hereby approve this amendment to agreement for project grant number NRT-16 sub 15 for improvements to the Elk Creek Falls Trail dated the 10th day of August 2017 between the Department of Natural Resources and Union County government. The agreement is amended for the purpose of extending the grant period so that it will not terminate until April 30th. Give us time to see if it's still a feasible project. Item number 14 is an appointment. I hereby appoint Anthony Allen to the Union County Alcohol Board for a 5-year term effective January the 1st, 2021 to December the 31st, 2025. Appreciate his willingness to serve. Item 15 is Memorandum of Understanding. I hereby accept this Memorandum of Understanding between Lumpkin County and Union County for Lumpkin County to transfer surplus property described as a 1998 case 580L backhoe bin JJG 0243018 to Union County at no cost. Item 16 is an agreement. I hereby accept this agreement renewal between Union County and Direct Health Union LLC for inmate health services at the Union County Jail. This is a renewal of a 12-month contract effective January the 1st, 2021 through December the 31st, 2021 for a contract total of $151,778.86. Item 17 is Resolution R 2020-23. I hereby accept this resolution to reappoint Bill McClamery to the Board of Directors of the Union County Development Authority for the term of December 31st, 2020 to December 30th, 2024. And we appreciate all the Board of Directors' service and certainly Bill's to the Development Authority. Resolution R, number 18, R 2020-24. I hereby accept this resolution to reappoint Jeff Carlin to the Union County Board of Tax Assessors for the term of January 1st, 2021 to December 31st, 2025. And item number 19, resolution R 2020-25. I hereby accept this resolution to extend the emergency moratorium on the applications for multifamily unit developments that was enacted on August the 6th, 2019. This emergency moratorium will be extended for up to 190 days from October the 8th, 2020. And this is to give us more time to set guidelines and compliance on apartment developments. Item number 20 is settlement statement. I hereby accept this settlement statement and limited warranty deed between Union County and Blairsville Motel Properties Incorporated for the purchase of 8.972 acres, more or less, located in landlocked 305, 9th District, 1st Section of Union County in the amount of $800,000. This is the old shoe factory property, and it will be used for future jail site for the Union County when that point in time comes in the future. We felt it was something that needed to be purchased. The sheriff was had asked and requested that we do this, and so we were proud to make this purchase. 21, item 21 is approval. I hereby approve the 2021 schedule of county meetings. Everyone was provided a copy of the meeting schedule in your agenda packet, I hope. And number 22 is commissioners' comments. I don't want to wear you out, wear me out much any more tonight, but thank you again for coming. It's that time of year where we do not deal with the weather, but on top of that, we still got COVID to deal with, and it impacts the county in every way. It impacts our hospital, and it impacts our citizens. And I know there's still people that don't really give it much credence, but I can tell you that I was around this week people that have gotten it and have been able to spread it. And so I can tell you it's something serious, and we all need to keep serious about it until the vaccines are readily available. We hope they'll be coming our way before too awful long. Other thing is, other than that, we're excited that our sales tax revenue is up, and that means that our businesses are up. Our revenue from our businesses, for the most part, has really been, whether it's the grocery stores, the large hardware stores, the building supplies, whatever it is. There's a lot going on in the county, and a lot of people are purchasing things, and keeping our economy turning. So we're proud of that. This time I'm going to hang on just a second. We're going to go back and we're going to approve the minutes from the previous county meeting. I omitted those from the very start somehow. So hereby approve the minutes from the previous meeting. You should have a copy of those. If you don't need one, we can get it for you. Jennifer, do you think we've covered pretty much everything before I adjourn?
I'm pretty sure you did.
Okay, we're still going to have a public comment period. Any questions anybody has? And I am going to ask you, if you've got a question, to come up and stand. Jennifer, you may want to move from your position, but come up and stand next to where Jennifer is, so you'll be in the middle of the camera and I can see who's asking the question and be able to hear what the comment. So the Union County meeting is hereby adjourned, and we're now opening it up to public comments and questions. Again, I apologize for this process, what we've had to do tonight, but hopefully, it's still giving you an idea of what's going on in the county. Are there any comments or questions? I can only see a little, so I don't even know if there's anybody else out there. Thank y'all again.
No more questions.
If we do have any questions, see Jennifer, she'll answer them for you. And, nice to see you. Shining, but